Hello everyone, this is Lori from Grammy's Keepsakes, and I have Fern all finished and ready for you to take a look at. And she is on a gutted Reader's Digest book that I covered with a 1902 feed sack. And then oops, I have stuff falling out of the pockets already. Goodness, okay, sorry about that. On the cover decoration, I have a frayed burlap piece and corrugated cardboard that I painted with gesso. And then I took a dried and pressed fern and attached that to some dyed wax paper that I made. And then it just layered it all together. Let's go in and take a look. It is 3 signatures, and it's a hidden spine and a hollow back. The front and back inside covers is from Lorna Taylor at Tailor Made Journals, and it's one of her antique book page and wallpaper digikits. And I just love it. And so I thought the colors worked with the Tim Holtz paper very well. And on the front of each of my 3 signatures, I have one sample of Dee Dee Farago's 3 and 15 Don't Freak Out Before Christmas pocket tags. And so here I've got 3 little pockets on this tag with little 2-inch tags inside the pockets. And it flips over, and I have it attached with some muslin that I sewed onto the paper or the cardstock and onto the cardstock pocket. Inside I've got several different coffee dyed and tea dyed papers. This one is tracing paper. I have antique and vintage book pages, ledger pages. There's a drawing paper. It has a nice rough texture. And this craft paper is nice and smooth. So the book is full of texture. And here it contrasts with some parchment paper that I coffee dyed. And clipped onto this page with a alcohol ink painted owl paper clip, I have the little Tracy Fox freebie that was encaustic. And so it's nice and transparent. It feels luscious and soft. And I did just glue on an authentic French postage stamp onto the outside of the envelope. So that's just hanging out here on the edge of the page. I love this. Looks so old and raggedy. Love it. And here's another one of Dee Dee's Don't Freak Out Before Christmas tag pockets. Behind it, I have it glued on 2 sides to make it a tuck spot. I have a very large tag. And inside the pocket, another tag. Now am I going to be able to see to get that back in? Okay, and behind this little pocket is another tag, and behind this one is another little tag. And then there's one inside each of the pockets as well. In this pocket, I have a little notebook that I made out of some tea bag paper that was inspired by Artie Mays, and I attached that to some music paper. and I sewed all the way around it, and I made this into a little notebook. I turned over part of it to make a little pocket here in the front with a little journal card, and just have some variety of coffee dyed papers. It feels like leather. It's just yummy. I love it. It was fun to make. So this writing journal has about 156 pages, plus all the notebooks that I've made and tags. This is another tracing paper. And this greenish, this is a tea dye bath that I added blue food coloring because I wanted a hint of blue to my tea dyed paper. Well, blue and brown make green. So I've got some green tea dyed papers. So I went back to my cabbage dyeing to get the blue papers. Here inside this little pocket, I have another little notebook, and this is made from a Tim Holtz scrap also. And a bunch of papers. It's quite a few in there. And here is a little pocket with 2 tags. And this was cut using my tab punch. It's a We Are Memory Keepers tab board, and I just punch both sides. And this is a 1/4 inch strip of the cardstock that the little lip goes into to hold it closed. And then I just decorated it with a fussy cut. And this idea was inspired by Paper Crafter 45. Here we've got another of the little flip pockets that was inspired by Dee Dee Farago, and it has 3 little pockets here in the front and a large pocket here. And here we have a large piece of coffee dyed paper for journaling. And inside each one of these little pockets is another note paper that's folded up to resemble a little envelope. And they live right inside. And again, that's attached with muslin and zigzag stitched. And here's a botanical dictionary page. Another piece of tracing paper. And in this little pocket, I have a tea bag paper tag that I attached to a time card and zigzag and straight stitched around it, and added a little tab topper with an eyelet and a little fussy cut. And an original piece of ephemera from July 2nd of 1941. and this is Fern. And she is available in my Etsy shop. And I want to thank you very much for watching today. And stay tuned for tomorrow on Sunday around noon or 1, not quite sure of the time yet. Gail Tuthill and myself will be doing another live featuring Dee Dee Farago's Don't Freak Out Before Christmas tag challenges, and we're going to be working with bags. We're going to be doing weeks 4 and week 8 in our little live stream tomorrow. So thank you very much and have a creative day.